Hello Internet, so nice to see you. I have a great questions on how to learn guitar if you are left-handed. So let's go and see that.
Hey, for me it's harder to understand what you're saying because I'm playing left-handed and need to flip it in my head. Is there someone you can recommend for me to learn from? I always get taught these right-handed chords when I'm playing with my friends, and it's really hard to find notes while translating in my head. I started playing about 2 weeks ago, and I'm struggling with even the E minor pentatonic scale.
Okay, now I have some perspective on that for a number of reasons. One, I taught a number of people that are left-handed, so I know what works. Okay. Second, for a while I learned from a left-handed player, so I was in the same situation. Okay, you had to check and see what they're doing. So here's the first thing: you could flip things in your head, or you could not. There are tricks. Okay, but now, so let me start. If all you are seeing are, for instance, are chord diagrams or things like that, you'll have to flip them, okay? So for instance, if I'm showing you a chord, okay, and I'm putting down the chord this way, okay, simple E minor chord, okay, and then I'm telling you to play it this way, well, yes, of course, you'll have to flip it around. Do it in your mind could be hard. So what I suggest is that you have a little mirror with you, okay? Now, I know how it sounds, so follow me. You get a little mirror, you know, one of those pocket mirrors. You open it and look at the diagram through the mirror. And now the diagram you see in the mirror is a left-handed diagram, okay? So that's a fast way to do it. And you can have this with yourself every time. So from wherever you're learning, you just flip around all those patterns. The same is true for scale patterns. So if you're learning, I don't know, typically they show you the pentatonic scale or things like that. And they're showing you something like this. Okay, good. Look at it through your mirror and you're gonna see how this works for your left-handed playing, okay? It's not the most convenient thing, I'm saying, okay? But it works instantly, and it works in every moment. And by the way, this works also if you're looking at another player, okay? So, if you're looking at another player and they tell you, yeah, just play this chord here, and you have problem flipping it in your head, in a moment I'm going to give you a mental trick to do it. But if you have problem flipping it in your head, just look at it through your little mirror, and you see how it looks made by a left-handed player. Okay, so that's one simple trick you can use. In some situation, you don't have to flip it. Okay. And the situation is, for instance, when you're using notation or tablature, okay? Because if I write something in tablature, okay, the tablature is the same for left or right hand. So if I take the scale as of before and I just write 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, and all the rest of the scale, this is the same for left hand or right hand, because the 8th fret, it's always the 8th fret going up from the nut, okay? So, and it's the 8th fret counting in both directions, okay? So tablature is completely the same for left-handed player and right-handed player. And by the way, the same is true of music notation too, if you learn how to read music, which I don't recommend at first, especially if you have other problems like flipping by everything. But I'm just saying it's the same. So next thing you can do is this. You have a big mirror in your house somewhere, in the bathroom or in the foyer when you enter your house. You have a big mirror somewhere. Play in front of your mirror and look at yourself in the mirror. Okay, now you are left-handed, the image in the mirror will look right-handed. Okay, you have the experience of playing something and see what your image is doing.
Whoa, who is that guy?
Now, whenever you are playing with a right-handed player and they show you something, pretend they are the image in the mirror and just see it this way, okay? Just pretend it's a mirror. There's a mirror in front of you and you're seeing the player as if they are in this virtual mirror, and flip it back to you. If you've been playing in front of your mirror for a while, this is going to be super natural, completely easy, fantastic. I mean, it's going to be no problem at all, okay? That's what I was doing when I was learning from a left-handed player. I was just imagining I was in front of a mirror, okay? No more, no less. And so I was just having him literally in front of me, and whenever he moved in this direction, I move in this direction, okay? It was his left, my right, okay? But since we're one in front of the other, that was easy to do, okay? Makes sense? So this trick will help you flip it around mentally, even if you don't have an actual mirror with you. You can use both, of course, okay? So that would be the first suggestion, okay? Then there are the other suggestions is, if, and it's a big if, okay? And I'm not saying this happens for everybody, but some left-handed players can learn to play right-handed and vice versa, because your hand orientation is not always the same as your instrument or hand orientation, and sometimes it doesn't make a difference. If you're a beginner, it could be, doesn't happen for everybody, but it could be that having a right-handed instrument or a left-handed instrument feels the same to you. If this happens and they feel the same, my suggestion, okay, would be learn the right-handed way.
One of us, one of us, one of us, one of us, one of us.
Because it's gonna be easier for you, essentially, because there are way more resources for right-handed guitar players. Some people do have a very strong left-right orientation, and for them, if they are left-handed, they have to play left-handed because everything else feels wrong. If that's your case, then by all means, learn to play left-handed, okay? Because it's not worth to fight against that. But I'm just saying, for some people, their left-right orientation doesn't feel that strongly when they have an instrument, and so they can flip it around. A number of people have learned to play this way, okay? A number of people that it looks to you they are playing right-handed are actually left-handed players. Just saying, okay? So you see if this works for you. Again, just as suggestions, nobody here says that the left-handed players are wrong or right. You guys just play the way you want, okay? I'm just saying that this could be a possibility. Okay, makes sense so far? But at the end of the day, here's the thing. What's happening is that at the beginning, everything feels awkward, okay? So at the beginning, even for a right-handed player, copying a chord from somebody else, it's awkward, okay? Even for a right-handed player, learning to a chord diagram or learning to read tablature, all this kind of thing, it feels awkward at first. What's gonna happen is that you're gonna spend a little bit more time with that, get used to it, and then it will feel natural, whatever, if you are right-handed or left-handed, and if you play right-handed or left-handed. So my message here is, don't be discouraged, okay, if it feels hard at first. We all have our challenges, okay, and that's just another challenge you have to overcome, and you're gonna have many more after that if you wanna play. Get in with a mindset of, if there is a challenge, you're gonna tackle it face on and go through it. And you're gonna do it, okay? You just need to get used to play in that direction. You just need to get used to flip the diagrams in your mind, or again, use a mirror. Try this, it works, and you see that a few weeks or a few months from now, this is not even gonna be a problem. You're gonna look back at this and think, why was this even a problem? And for everybody, whether you are a right-handed player or a left-handed player, if you want to learn to play scales or chords on your guitar, I have my courses. If you want to learn to play scales and modes, I have a course called Master of the Modes. If you want to play chords and learn harmony on the guitar, I have a course called Complete Chord Mastery. And in those courses, in some lessons, I do put in diagrams specifically for left-handed players. Master of the Modes has a specific file of all the scales for left-handed players, specifically because of this. But remember also that if you're learning this on a computer, there is software that flips the screen around, okay? So you can always open this with a PDF viewer or something and ask the software to flip it around. So this could be another solution for you. Have your computer flip around everything so that you can learn. Now, if you are a left-handed player, and these suggestions help you, or if you are a right-handed player and all these make sense to you, please smash on that like button, click on subscribe, don't forget to click on notification, and comment down here on your experience. Now, I'm a right-handed. I taught many people who are left-handed, but I'm not a left-handed player. So I want to hear from you. What's your experience? What helped you learn guitar since you are left-handed and the majority of people are right-handed? What helped you? Write your suggestion down in the comment. Let's help everybody who's left-handed and has problems learning guitar, okay? I want to read all your comments. And this is Tommaso Zilio of mysteryforguitar.com, and until next time, enjoy.